Well, yeah, I can get to that in a second. Yeah, so they were so contaminated with multiple types of grasses. There were literally 5 different types of grasses on the majority of the greens.
Wow, that's pretty crazy, man. That's pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
But you're like 2 years older than me at least.
Really? I thought younger.
Hello, I'm Laura Hertzler, head of school here at Keystone Montessori, nestled in the Ahwatukee Foothills. We are celebrating over 25 years of serving the community with authentic Montessori education. Our community at Keystone is home to 12 classrooms serving children from 15 months to 15 years old. We take great pride in each of our Montessori environments that support our students at each stage of their development. Please call us today for more information. We would be happy to welcome you to the Keystone family.
Hi, I'm Amy Richardson, owner-agent at the Savvy Realty Group. How long will your Ahwatukee home be on the market? In a hot market, and I don't mean the heat of our summers, where there's limited inventory, meaning there are more buyers than homes to purchase, you can actually expect your home to sell in just a few days. Although, I highly recommend for allowing the home to have the proper marketing time so you can get the most amount of offers with the very best terms.
Steve, let's settle down now. We got to talk to this guy, Jeremy Strauss. How do you know Jeremy Strauss?
Just from here, just from in the community, the golf community here. I met him when he was taking over. How long has it been now, Jeremy?
Yeah, year and a half, little over a year and a half.
Okay, so I'm so excited. You guys, you may not know this, but I grew up on the Foothills golf course. Well, I shouldn't say I grew up. My kids grew up on the Foothills golf course. So we moved to Ahwatukee in 2010. We got a house right on hole 15, and this became our course. We came to Foothills religiously 3-4 times a week. My boys entered golf tournaments and they played here and everywhere else all the time. This was our practice range. And so when I think about the Foothills Golf Club, I think there's no way this thing can ever leave, number one.
Absolutely.
And number two, how can we beef this thing up and get it to where we know it needs to be so that it's back to being that premier, beautiful golf course?
Well, I know Jeremy's going to talk about that, Matthew, and even beyond premier, what I think people even thought of it in the past. I think he'll share. They're going up and beyond.
They're going up and beyond.
They're going up and beyond. And likewise, Matthew, I'm not exactly on the golf course, 16th Street, right down here on Brookwood Court. Also, this is my home course. Played here for 15 years. We moved 2009. Right around the block. One of my best friends is on the 14th hole right by the tee box. And actually, it's hilarious. You have to have an awfully bad shot to get in his backyard, and he still pulls balls out every day. It's hilarious. It's so good. And we talk about that all the time. So yeah, this was my home. As well, golf-wise, for sure. And we played here, too, and you beat me. I'll tell you don't remember that. You're looking at me with the blanks there.
Funny. I'm like, we played golf here?
We played golf. We first met. That's how we broke our ice by playing golf.
How about that, dude?
And I had a little hockey injury coming off, no excuse.
But you hear him, Jeremy? He's already back.
I was limping. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. It's kind of how we broke the ice, and I do remember that.
So we love the Foothills.
Yeah,
we're excited to see everything that's happening here. And I think our community's excited to see a little bit of attention being paid too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, as far as community goes, I'm part of the community.
Yeah.
I live a mile down the road, moved here probably about 5 years ago or so.
Your kids go to the high school down the street with my kids?
Exactly. I have a son goes to Altadena, and then 2 girls go to DV.
We did the same thing.
I know. So I wished really for the longest time that something would happen here.
Yeah.
I actually got married here.
Did you really?
Almost 20 years ago.
That's it.
Oh my God, it's coming up.
That right.
I hope she's not listening.
Yeah, no.
I got that wrong.
And if she is, potentially we can edit that up. Actually, we'll turn that up to make sure she hears it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So talk to us about, let's talk about the history of Foothills, like where it's been, and then when does Troon come into the picture, and then what's coming up next? So tell me what you're willing to. Yeah.
So November 2022, the course went up for sale. A company out of California, AZ Management Investments, they came in, purchased it. They used Troon as a due diligence part of the purchase. And Troon came in, did their whole thing, came back to the owner and said, okay, this is what you have to do. Here's the plan. And the owner said, okay, we would like you to run it, Troon. And Troon said, okay, we will. And here's some conditions, right? Troon obviously has a fantastic name associated with course conditions. I mean, you look at any course that's Troon, and they're phenomenal. I mean, you go golfing with your buddies and they don't know the course you're playing, and they're like, it's a Troon course. They're like, oh, okay, I'm good.
How many Troon courses are there in the Valley?
In the Valley, well, there's 670 worldwide.
And how many here?
I don't know the exact number.
I mean, we talking
probably 30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big footprint.
Yeah.
The hardest Troon is up at Troon North.
Yeah,
up
Troon
there.
North.
Oh,
Four Seasons, man.
God.
That course
That's
sucks.
eating me up. Yeah.
And I mean, it sucks. It kicks my ass.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. It'll eat your lunch for sure. Yeah. Troon came in. They agreed. Owner agreed. And I came in January 2023. And it all just started. I mean, we're closed right now for the greens renovation.
Yes.
Owner knew that. It was always planned on happening. That was one of the really big things. But once I got here, ownership is just awesome. I mean, unbelievable.
It's great to hear.
When I tell other people in the industry of the things that I'm going through right now, I mean, it's kind of like a dream. It's every superintendent, general manager, head pro, food and beverage director dream, because when we need something, because this place honestly needed a lot.
Sure.
But when we needed it, we put it together, asked for it, boom.
All right, let's talk to the golfers. What are you doing that the golfers are going to appreciate when they come back?
Okay, so starting last year, one of the things we did was we renovated the driving range.
How so?
So we added there were only 12 spots available.
Okay.
They just had
on the non-member side.
Well, yeah, I can get to that in a second. Yeah, so the, east side of it, we added mats to the back of it, high-end, nice mats. And then in front of it, we resodded, leveled everything, and added 7 more spots width-wise, which is fantastic. Yes. Now, that being said, it's still not big enough to accommodate what this community needs. Right. So currently what we're looking at, that member side of the range that you're referring to, which is twice the size, if not more, than the east side of it, we're going to renovate that too, and we're going to start that this summer with the tee boxes. And then safety-wise, we have to put something down, fence, on the cart path that leads down, a fence down there for the safety of the golfers. And then once we do that, we can utilize both sides. We can open up the range to the public to just come here and practice if they want.
Yes.
Right now it's basically just for golfers. You're playing that day, you can hit golf balls. And members, Troon members and Foothills card members, they both get complimentary range balls the day they play too. So that was a thing we added. We're fixing up the floor of the driving range. We're overseeding the driving range. I don't know if you guys saw that last year. It looks amazing. I mean, it's a 7-acre piece of property that is now just striped and beautiful. It's fantastic. Beyond that, this summer, we're renovating all the greens. So 18 greens plus the 3 practice greens.
Not all of them needed it. What's the motivation behind that?
Well, they did. They all
so?
needed it. Yeah, they were so contaminated with multiple types of grasses. There were literally 5 different types of grasses on the majority of the greens. One of the issues was they attempted a renovation, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago with an alternative grass. It's called paspalum. Doesn't work here, and it spreads like a weed. So it contaminated all the other greens, and it's really spongy and like Bermuda's flat, and this is spongy. So you could have a 10-foot putt that rolled through 3 different types of turf. So we had to completely gut it, destroy everything that's out there on the greens, surrounding the greens, and replant it with a new, it's Tiff Eagle. People have used it, Phoenix Country Club uses it, Camelback, And the huge benefit of it is that you do not have to overseed it. So you will have fast, beautiful greens year round. So that coming out of overseed where everybody calls and are like, oh, how are your greens? Are they shaggy?
Are you
they shaggy?
Have you punched them?
Yeah, just anything. We can say, nope. It's cart path only right now until, no second week of November. But you get on the green and you have some slick surface to putt on. So that's fantastic.
Now, are you also reworking the greens? Are there any restructuring of the holes as far as
What do you mean, like
the
undulation
play?
and
the
stuff?
actual play? Yeah, the
So
actual
they're
play.
getting returned to the original design.
Okay,
Right.
talk about that.
Which is pretty drastic in some areas because the greens over time, just with mowing patterns and everything, they shrink. So some of these greens are being expanded by 7, 8, 10 feet in some areas. And the coolest thing that we're doing is the original design of number 1 and number 8. They come together. 8's par 5 coming down the hill.
Right.
1's obviously going out west. The two greens used to be connected as one giant green.
I remember that's
It's
how it
so
was when
cool.
I started.
Yeah.
here.
That was, when I played it my first time in like 2001,
Yeah.
I remember that as one of the main features. I was
you're
like,
right,
oh,
they
it's a
became
double
disconnected
green.
at some point.
Yeah, they became disconnected. They just mowed, and it was like a rough area basically in between. Fortunately for us, all the irrigation and everything else, all we had to do was go out and test it and find the edges of it. And once we did that, it's pretty cool. You're going to have to
Speaking
see
of
it.
irrigation, I heard a rumor once upon a time, Steve, that it costs like $100,000 a month to water a golf course in Arizona in the summer. Is that baloney?
Nah, it's not that much.
Well, this course is one of the courses that hit a well here, right? Is this?
Yeah.
This is
Yep.
one of the well water courses that.
Yeah.
There
so
we go. You're gonna
yeah,
have
we
good. You're gonna have
have-
great
success.
grass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have a good source
Yeah.
for water. Pretty good amount of acre feet. I mean, everybody still has challenges with water out here, especially with this little rain that we've received. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 0 last year, little bit this year. So if anybody wants to help, let's get on. Let's get some rain in here, people.
You talk back to renovations. Talking about you're a golf guy. You're making these changes. What's your favorite change behind the scenes? We talked about? Is there something else? Can you give us a little sneak peek? Something you guys are doing that one of your favorite things that's happening?
I mean, I talked about it. I mean, 1 and 8.
1 and 8?
That was my
That's
little
your-
pet project that
Okay.
I had to have. Just absolutely had to have it. Now my superintendent, he might have a different
Okay, so-
take on it
Okay,
because
gotcha.
now he's got more
Okay.
surface area to really take care of. Greens are obviously a little bit harder than everything else. In a rough that you just slap a mower over.
When do you hope to, set your first tee time?
Tentatively scheduled for October 18th.
That's my birthday, bro.
Is
so
it?
has to
Hey,
happen
happy
on the
birthday
18th.
there.
Oh my gosh!
Nice.
Here we go on the air. October 17th.
Seriously?
My birthday. I seriously.
No way.
Wow, that's pretty crazy, man. That's pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
But you're like 2 years older than me at least.
Really? I thought younger. No, I am not.
That's so good,
Yeah,
man. I can't
that's
tell you,
awesome.
and you know
Big
this,
celebration.
right? Especially with all the stuff happening to the course to the west of us.
Yeah.
With Club West, and I don't know what the heck is going to happen with that. Nobody knows. It's fenced up now on the side. Everybody's asking questions, and I'm like, we just cannot lose
Right.
these golf courses. They're too
No.
special to our community.
Yeah, and I think our owner knows that. I think that was one of the big selling points for him is that he came in, realizes, we're pretty much it. I mean, we have Whirlwind, but right now they're in a little bit of a different category than us. But we have this community around here, and they're building even more homes down the road.
I know.
Oh
In
yeah.
the Canyon Project, I think
Yeah.
it's called.
I know.
So
Well,
we're
the
going to
fire
have.
station's getting ready to go up.
Yeah, I saw that. So I think it's going to be.
They're making a huge investment in
Amazing.
the community. I mean, just what you talked about. I mean, so it sounds like they're really making the move to do the things that everybody's been talking about. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they're
even
incredible.
this facility here, you said there's even more being done outside the patio, even here, the restaurant and
Yep.
the wedding facility. You guys have already been into that, so
Yep.
it's really a total. I mean, it's a total redo.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we did probably 80% of the clubhouse last year, and then we're going to finish it off this summer. Renovated back of the kitchen. Everything is almost brand new back in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then talk about F&B. We got new chefs in there. Abe and Monica, they're crazy. They're
Hey, well,
so
listen,
good.
we had our DV hockey banquet here.
Oh, nice.
Food was off the charts. Everybody
yeah.
had a great time. It was such a good experience. We're going to be here every year, I think. I think we're just,
Oh, yeah, they
we'll just
should.
make that
Awesome.
determination.
Yeah, we
Really?
do a ton of DV in Mountain Point too. So we're happy with that support of the community.
And 100+ Women Who Care, who's the charity here. They're so grateful. I know they're here every quarter. I heard Kim talking to you. She's so grateful for your help. And we have her.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah, we have her on the show and a couple of their charity award winning from the last Giving Circle. So it's great that you can do that too. Let's recognize that part of the fabric that what you're doing is helping others in the community too. So
good.
Great job in that.
Thanks.
All right, man. October 18th.
Yes.
The floodgates are opening. Now, are you accepting new memberships or like where are we at there?
So right now we're just focused on daily fee golf.
Okay.
No memberships. There were some here before, but no longer. And down the road, it's something we'll look at.
You guys are gonna get a rock star here showing up on opening day. What are you gonna try? You're gonna try to get like maybe?
I don't know. I'm
try to get one of these.
Top secret. I'm working with Drew now.
Okay, good. Top
doing
secret. Okay, we won't mention any names.
Party.
Like not. I mean,
Is it Phil Mickelson?
Tiger Woods.
No, it's not Tiger Woods.
He comes here a lot. It's not Tiger.
Yeah,
okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Mickelson, on the other hand, he's
doing his other thing.
We get him out
Yeah,
there.
so-
Yeah. Well, man, continued success. It's great to see
Thank
all
you
of this
for-
coming together.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Thanks for
having
having us.
It's
We
awesome.
great venue and great to see you again.
Looking forward to it.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Congratulations.
All right,
Thank
thanks,
you.
guys.